In this video, we're comparing these two budget-friendly GVM lights and talking about which one might be right for you. This is an 80-watt daylight balanced LED video light, and this is a 90-watt bicolor LED video light, both made by GVM. I've had the good fortune of collaborating with GVM several times now, and in the interest of full disclosure, I do want you to know that they did send me this 90-watt bicolor light for the sake of a review. But instead of a normal review, we're going to put these two lights head to head. Now, before we jump into this, my honest opinion is that both of these lights are great. They each have their own flaws, but I'd have no problem recommending these to anyone who is looking for a good light source on a budget. That being said, at the time of this video, the 80-watt light sells for $119 and the 90-watt light sells for $259, and you can find the links for both of these lights down in the description below. The lighting setup that you're seeing right now consists of an 80-watt GVM light as a hair light and the GVM S300S as my key light set at 36% power using the GVM 26-inch globe softbox, which I previously reviewed and you can find here. While we're discussing these two units, I'm going to switch between them as my key light, and you'll be able to tell which one I'm using by looking down here at the bottom. Both lights will be set at 100% output, and the 90-watt unit will be set to 5600K to match the 80-watt unit. Before we switch though, I want to warn you that the S300S shifts a bit toward green, and in my opinion, the 80-watt GVM is the most neutral of the bunch. So from this point on, we're going to base the remainder of this video's color grade on that. Let's first talk about build quality. The 80-watt light is an all-plastic body and comes in at around 2 pounds, making it a very light and very compact unit. I think it's fairly well built for what it is, but the plastic isn't super thick, so if you drop it on a hard surface, you're likely going to walk away with at least a crack. The power cable that plugs into the power brick is fairly robust and is about 10 feet long, but the power brick and its attached cable are shorter than I'd like, and if the light is about 5 feet off the ground or higher, the power brick is going to dangle, which of course adds unnecessary stress to the plug on the back of the light. The main portion on the body of the 90-watt light, on the other hand, is metal, with the ends being made of a thicker plastic. This particular unit is almost double the weight, coming in a little shy of 4 pounds, and is a little bit bigger as well. The power supply is housed inside of the body, which means no dangling brick, and the included power cable is about 16 feet long and equally as robust as the 80-watt light. When it comes to features, the 80-watt light has a single knob on the back of the unit that turns the light on and controls the brightness. That's it. No remote, no readout, no app connectivity, not even a separate on-off switch. The 90-watt light is a bicolor unit, giving you the ability to utilize a color spectrum of 3200 to 5600 Kelvin, and naturally can also dim. If you have more than one of these lights, you can set one to master and the other, or others, to slave, and control them from the master unit. And the easy-to-read screen on the back ensures that you know exactly what adjustments you're making. Additionally, you can control the lights with the downloadable app. However, at the time of this video, the ratings for the app are very poor, most of which seem to be complaints regarding required access permissions to unnecessary files and information on your device. That being said, I myself did not use the app. Like most available lights on the market, both of these have fans that are always on and operate at a consistent RPM. Let's have a listen. Right now I'm speaking into a Rode shotgun microphone roughly 12 inches from my face, and the audio is being recorded by a Zoom H1. There will be no post-processing in these clips. Now I'm standing next to the GVM 80-watt light set at full power, still roughly 12 inches away from the Rode shotgun microphone, so you can hear how my voice sounds in a worst-case scenario against the fan noise from this light. Now I'm standing next to the GVM 90-watt light, once again set at full power, still roughly 12 inches away from the Rode shotgun microphone, so you can hear how my voice compares in a worst-case scenario against the fan noise from this light. As far as accessories, both units come with Bowens mount chimneys, and both units have the same problem with them rattling. However, the chimneys and any other Bowens mount accessories you use will still be well secured and won't go anywhere. Beyond the chimney, the 80-watt light comes with absolutely nothing other than the box that it came with and the nice custom-fit styrofoam inserts for it, while the 90-watt light will come with a padded bag for storage and transport. Now, let's talk about power output. To my eyes, the 80-watt light is actually a little brighter than the 90-watt light when set to 5600 Kelvin. Despite the fact that the 90-watt light is bicolor, I was really surprised by this, given the fact that it should be 10 more watts. In some cases, the light is even said to be 100 watts total. Now, I don't have a light meter, but I do have an electricity usage monitor, and I came up with some surprising results. At full power, the 80-watt light draws around 84 watts, while the 90-watt unit draws a maximum of 83 watts when in the middle of the color spectrum, which is when the lights should be at its brightest. At 5600, the light only draws 81 watts and also seems to have a subtle blue shift when compared to the 80-watt unit. All the same, the output and light quality of both units are fairly comparable, and the shift is subtle enough that I think you would be able to use both lights together without issue. So which one is right for you? If you don't abuse your equipment, don't need much in the way of features, and aren't hung up on the way that the unit looks, then the 80-watt light is unbeatable for the price. I think that unit is probably ideal for someone with a set it and forget it setup, someone looking to get into some light filmmaking, and even for the occasional odd job. At $119 each, you can get 2 of these for less than the price of one of the 90-watt units. And if you keep an eye on GVM's website, they also sometimes run a buy one get one special, typically for around $160 for both lights. That covers your key light and your hair light for one low price. And let's not forget, the 80-watt light is a little brighter than the 90-watt. However, if you need something more robust and roadworthy with convenient features, then the 90-watt light is for you. I definitely think that this light is more geared toward a working environment than the 80-watt light, and the convenience of app connectivity and slave functions can be really beneficial on a set or job. The 90-watt light also looks more like something that belongs in a working environment. As silly as that may sound, when a client books you, they'll often judge the way your equipment looks, even if they don't know anything about it, much like showing up to a job interview in a t-shirt and jeans or a full suit. Regardless of which light you get though, I have no doubt that it'll serve you well just the same. I am honestly a fan of both. If you have any questions about these lights, feel free to leave them in a comment down below, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. In the meantime, I want to say thanks to GVM for sending me the 90-watt light, and as always, thanks to you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you found it to be both helpful and informative, and if you did, please consider doing the things that most people on YouTube ask you to do at the end of their videos. I'd really appreciate it. Did you do it?